Hey, hi everyone. Hello. Okay, so we are doing model composition and vocabulary today. Hi everyone. Okay, hi. Hello everyone. Let's wait for more people to join us. Before we continue with our model compo, our first model compo for today. Okay, so this is our first model compo for today, which is evacuated from the MRT. Okay, so this is our first compo of today. Okay, so let's wait for more people to join us. Hello. Hello. Oh, hi, strawberry shortcake. It's been so long since I've seen you. Right. Hello. Wow, it's been really long since you have joined our live. Right, how have you been? Hi. Hi, yes. Hello. How have you been? Are you enjoying your holidays post PSLE now? Hi. Right, it's really been really long since I've seen you in our life. Okay. Hello. Yes, you are relaxing. Oh, really? So, are you going to travel or anything to celebrate your post PSLE holidays? Right. Hello, fish and chips. Very long time since I've seen you as well. All of you are really enjoying your post PSLE holidays, right? And school holidays are actually starting next week. So, you're so bored, strawberry shortcake. I see. So all of you have ended school already. You all are back home from your school activities. What do you all do in school? Right. What do all of you do in school? Right, fish and chips as well. Do you all have any post PSLE activities lined up? Hi, Ozil. Once again, you're back with a new profile picture. Is that Patrick? Is that Patrick? Just 3 more days until grad. Right, fish and chips. Are you performing for your graduation? Are you performing for your graduation? Right, graduation performance by class, right? Usually that's what P6ers like to do. Right, strawberry shortcake as well. Are you performing for graduation? Can't wait for prom next year, right, Ozil? 1 more year, seeing all your seniors go to prom right now makes you really excited, really, right? However, you have to conquer your O levels first before you go to prom, right? You're dancing to Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. I see. So you're dancing alone or with your class? You're the valedictorian, strawberry shortcake. Wow, that is amazing. Wow, so you are really prepared to give a speech already? That is so cool. Congratulations, right? Wow. So you are okay to give a speech to the whole cohort on stage, right? Wow, so cool. Let me send this. Dang, right. You're not performing. So, oh, fish and chips, you're performing with the class. I see. Then what post PSLE activities did you all do from your school, right? I heard from other people that they do like they have bowling and ice skating lessons and everything. Like, wow, all the schools have so many events lined up for them. Fish and chips. Ozil, there's prom. Ozil is secondary school, yeah. So there is prom for the O-level students. Okay, maybe for you it's in 4 years' time. You went bouldering, strawberry shortcake. Wow, you can actually climb. Right, that's really interesting. Gotta stay halal. Why so? Okay, so today we are still doing vocabulary for writing, right? You can still join us for this, even though it's post PSLE, and for OZIL, even you're secondary 3, there's still a lot of new words and phrases that you can learn for your descriptive and discursive essay, right? So over here for the P6s that have ended, right? Today you can just join us for this live to just maybe gain a little more knowledge on your vocabulary. Okay, so learning some new vocab words to maybe keep them in mind so you can use them for your Sec 1 compo. Lost all your brain cells after PSLE. Oh no, fish and chips. Where did they go? Right, where did your brain cells go? It's okay. So for this case, right, it's fine. It's just a normal reading session. Just take this as a normal reading, right? You're not even studying. You're just doing this for fun. Right? All of you are so bored. So what do all of you do after school then? After you reach home, you just play Roblox, play Minecraft. What do you do after school? I know Ozil has to study. You sleep. Okay, Ozil sleep. On the floor, right? When you are too lazy to go to shower, you just sleep on the floor. Okay, no, you can't. Why? Strawberry shortcake. Why not? You can't do what? Okay, so since most of you are here, I'm just going to start reading the model compo, right? You can just stay, ask me any questions, or feel free to share with me anything you want. Okay, so over here, the lady was all smiles and her sparkling white teeth glittered at the two boys when she heard their query. George's younger brother squirmed excitedly beside him as he hung on to every word of the friendly station master, making sure that they got to the directions right. The bustling crowd of families and bubbly voices of children merrymaking were another usual Sunday sight at the MRT station. Hello, Royston. Hello, Jean. Yes, Royston is our new admin moderator for Writers at Work. Okay, so everyone can say hi to Royston. Okay, yes, so we have a new admin today, right? It is Royston with us. So, hi, Jean, and hi, Royston. Hello. Yes. So, they thanked the pretty lady and began their onerous way through the crowd to the designated platform to wait for their train. George and his brother were going to their cousin's birthday party. The younger sibling could hardly contain his excitement, and a silly grin was plastered across his cherubic face. The train rattled in shortly, and they nudged their way into the crowded cabin. There were no empty seats, so they battled for a small standing spot near the exit. The train had moved for barely 5 minutes when suddenly a deafening blast resounded through the air. Their backs took a hard hit. George toppled forward, and his brother wailed in pain as he fell to the floor beside him. The train came to a sudden halt. The lights in the cabin started flickering portentously. Darkness threatened to take over. Thick columns of smoke were invading the cabin. Children started crying and screaming. Some adults became hysterical and started banging their fists on the windows in a bid to break out of the cabin. The crowd was getting out of control. People were going amok. An acrid smell of burning fumes stung their noses. George held his brother's hands tightly and told him to bend as low as he could. The outrageous scene of pandemonium petrified them. At that defining moment, a voice came through the public announcement system. All passengers, please remain calm. We are evacuating the train for emergency reasons. For your own safety, please follow the officers and move in an orderly manner out of the tunnel. The announcement confirmed their worst fears. George's younger brother was feeling rickety and trying his best to stifle his sobs of fear. George tightened his hold on his brother's arm and assured him that they would be fine. Clutching hands in a death grip, the brothers followed the instructions for the emergency evacuation. As they staggered through the dark tunnel, George saw men in shiny spacesuits and soldiers armed with rifles march towards the train. Whatever it was that caused this, he knew the answer was not a pleasant one. Okay, so that's the end. So over here, these are the words, right? You can see all the phrases that we have used in this practice. Okay, so hold on. Let me just go to the blanks real quick. Okay, yes. Okay, so over here, right, you can see. First question. George's younger brother blanked beside him as he hung on to every word of the friendly station master. Right, so what would the answer for question number 1 be? 2. Gestured obnoxiously. Are you sure it's number 2, Ozil? Number 3, yes, strawberry shortcake. Number 3 is correct. Okay, the answer is number 3. Fidgeted excitedly. Okay, so it's number 3. Question 2. The bustling crowd of families and bubbly voices of the children blank were another usual Sunday sight at the MRT station. Okay, so for question number 2, right? Marry something. It's actually a little phrase that we saw previously, right? Marry. Is it marry loving, marry making, marry marrying, or marry lurking? Right, question number 2. This is a little trickier. Help, IDK, right? Definitely, it will be a little more challenging. Marry something. So what does it mean? Okay, Ozil says number 2, right? Merry making, and that is right. Okay, so merry making is actually the act of celebrating and having fun, right? So this is correct. Okay, this is having fun. Having fun, jolly moment. Oops. Okay, having fun, jolly moment. Is there such thing as marrying? There is no such thing as marrying, okay? What is marrying? Marrying is not a phrase that we will use, right? So number 3 is definitely wrong. Okay, leaves us to number 2. Question number 3, right? They thanked the pretty lady and began their blank way through the crowd to the designated platform to wait for their train. Through the crowd, this is a tough and challenging journey, right? So what word will it be? Okay, so what would this be? Question number 3. 3. Amorous. Is it amorous? Question number 3. What does amorous mean? Okay, what does amorous mean? Amorous actually means to be very feeling very loving, passionate. Okay, so it's not number 3, right? So it's not number 3. So the answer is actually number 1. Okay, so it's actually arduous. Okay, arduous means, right, it has a similar meaning to the word that is onerous, right? What we saw in the passage just now was the word onerous. Yes, Ozil. So number 1 is actually the correct answer. Okay, so it's not amorous, it is not artful. So what does ardent mean? Right, what does ardent mean? Okay, ardent actually means that, right, it means to be very enthusiastic. Okay, ardent actually means to be very enthusiastic. So for that case, no, strawberry shortcake, you're not dumb, okay? Please do not ever say that about yourself, right? You have to be confident and self-loving. Okay, so ardent actually means to be, right, as I have said. Ardent means enthusiasm. Enthusiastic. Okay, so please do not ever say that about yourself. Okay, wow, all of you actually have gifter badges, right? Ozu has 3 badges. Wow. Okay, number 1 gifter badge. Wow. How do all of you get that? How do you get the badges? Let me try something. Hi. Oh, I have nothing. Okay. DK. Okay, never mind. Right, so cool. Okay, question number 4. The younger sibling could hardly contain his excitement and a silly grin was blank. I think glitch. No leh, there is no glitch because strawberry shortcake also has a badge. And I saw fish and chips owning a badge also. Hello, Brian. Okay. 114. Silly green was plastered or boasted? Okay, a green, right? So question number 4, it has to be number 1. Plastered across the face. Okay, we usually say a smile was plastered across the face. Okay, yes, the answer is number 1. Okay, question number 5. Replace the underlined word across his chubby face. Flush, this is definitely wrong. This means like blushing or red. Okay, cherubic, yes, chubby and cheerful, right? Chubby and cheerful. Okay, so it's number 4. Since when did I have coins? Right, since when did you have coins? Ozo has 12 coins and strawberry shortcake has 6. I have, but I never use. Oh, I see. Okay, number 4 is correct. Let's move on to the next section. The train blanked shortly and they nudged their way into the crowded cabin. Okay, they nudged their way into the crowded cabin. So, what would this be? 1 for question number 6, right? Yes, rattled it because you know the sound of the wheels, right? The train rattling, right? You know, as you go take the MRT, then if all of you have taken the MRT before, right? I'm just assuming, right? You can hear the sound of the MRT wheels, right, rattling in. So that's how we used to describe the trains, right? The train rattled in, like the wheel sound, like the gung gung gung, right? That's the sound that the train moves. Okay, so that is correct. Next, question 7. The lights in the cabin started blank. Darkness threatened to take over. Okay, the lights, right? This is a very big hint already. For us to find the answer to this blank, we use the clue, the lights. Okay, so strawberry shortcake says number 2, flickering ominously. Yes, that is correct. Because ominously, the lights were already flickering. Means it's like it's something. It feels like something bad is gonna happen, right? Ominous. Okay, question number 8. Blank of burning fumes. Burning fumes, right? What smell? What smell of burning fumes? Okay, an alkaline smell. Are you sure it's an alkaline smell? Ozu, yes. Okay, an acrid smell is correct. What is alkaline? Right, what is alkaline? Alkaline smell, right? Alkaline actually means, right? Alkaline actually means to have the properties of alkali, which is a scientific term that you will learn in your science class, right? Alkaline has pH level of more than 7, and acidic will be less than 7 in that case. What does acrid mean? Acrid means is a very unpleasant smell. Unpleasant or pungent smell. Okay, unpleasant or pungent smell. Okay, so that is what acrid mean. What about acidic? Right, the last option, right? Acidic. Acidic means it smells like vinegar. If you know what vinegar is, many people hate it, right? Many people hate the smell and taste of vinegar. If you enjoy eating vinegar, that is pretty amazing. Right. Okay, so next part, right? You love vinegar, Ozu. Me too, right? Especially when I go to eat the, is that, uh, what's that called? The dumplings, the little dumplings, right? We have to put ginger in the vinegar and we can dip the dumplings in, right? So that's really nice. Okay, question number 9. Replace the sentence. They were frightened. Salt and vinegar chips, yes, definitely, right? Salt and vinegar chips are really nice as well. They were frightened. Okay, so what is this? Is it the scene of pandemonium terrorizing them? Right, is it this? No, this is definitely wrong. Right. The scene of hell petrified them. That is a little bit extreme, right? This is quite extreme. Petrified. Okay. The ridiculous, or is it the outrageous scene? Right. What scene would we use to describe? Okay, Brian and Ozu says number 1. That is absolutely correct. Okay, the outrageous scene of pandemonium petrified them. Okay, question 10. George's younger brother was trembling and trying his best to blank his sobs of fear. Sobbing, right? What can you do to control and make it as soft as you can? Right, he was trembling already. So he wants to try to control and not let it out. Okay. Question 10. 1. Stiffen. Are you sure? Strawberry shortcake. Are you sure it's stiffen? Is it stiffen? Stiffen is to make it stiff, if you know what the word stiff means. Being stiff means you cannot really move like very flexibly, right? Wait, no. Number 3. Yes. Okay, good catch. Okay, the answer is actually number 3. Stifle his sobs of fear, right? You can stifle your laughter, you can stifle your tears, right? Stifle your sobs, right? So other than this, right, what else can you actually stifle, right? Stifling something, right? Stifle. So is there anyone who wants to try? What else can you stifle something, right? Okay, stifle. You can stifle a yawn. Yes. Okay, in class, right? You're trying not to make it very obvious that you're really tired. So you stifle a yawn. Yes. Ozu, including the emoji. Wow. Okay, stifle a yawn. Yes, sleepy. Right. Have any of you slept in your classes before? Okay, be honest over here. Right. Or you try to stifle a yawn. Okay, so exercise 2. Oops. Yes. Sam blank wildly to his friends across the busy street, hoping to catch their attention. So what did he blank wildly to his friends? He, Sam, yes, strawberry shortcake, very easy, right? Gestured. Yes, question 1 is B. Gestured wildly. Okay, very well done, Brian as well. Question 2. The man's face blank in anger when his son answered back insolently. Okay, what in anger? The face, right? Okay, what happened to the face? So what would the answer for question number 2 be? Question 2D. Brian says C or D. Ozil is changing his answer to C. So is it wriggle or twitch? In anger, right? When you are really raging, right, your face will be twitched in anger. Okay, the suspect blanked uncomfortably in his seat when the police refused to stop their interrogation. Okay, the suspect blanked uncomfortably in the seat, right? In your seat, what can you do, right? You are moving, right? So what would this be? Wriggled. Are you sure, Brian? Are you sure it's wriggled? In the seat. Are you wriggling in your seat? Okay, strawberry shortcake. A. Ozzy also says A. Yes, Brian. Fidgeted is the correct answer. Right, very well done. Okay, fidgeted. The puppy, yes, the puppy wriggled its way under the sofa because it takes a lot of effort to move underneath the sofa. So it actually moves like slowly and wriggling into under the sofa, right? So that is how they are describing the puppy to retrieve the bone. Okay, question number 5. The mountaineers had to undergo blank training before their attempt to scale Mount Everest. Mount Everest is one of the toughest, it's the highest mountain in the world, right? So, to scale Mount Everest, you actually need to go through a lot of intense training. So, what word would actually replace the word intense? Right, for question number 5, what word would actually replace the word intense? Question 5. 5. Brian says A, Ozil says C. Okay, for question number 5, Brian is correct. Okay, so undergo arduous training, right? Arduous, yes, strawberry shortcake. Arduous means, right? Arduous means very, very challenging and tough, right? So when I say arduous in a sentence, I can say that, it was an arduous journey for me to travel through the thunderstorm without an umbrella, right? Because it was really, really a very strenuous effort to to travel. Okay, so that's what arduous means. So the answer is actually A. What about amorous? Right, what did I say about amorous? Amorous actually means to be very in love, right? Amorous. Okay, so for question 6, yes, as I've told you the definition of amorous, right? So amorous actually means to be in love. Okay, the movie star was greeted by his blank supporters the minute he stepped out of his limousine. Okay, the movie star was greeted by his blank supporters. Okay, enthusiastic. In Latin, we pronounce as amor infinitus. Really? Oh yeah, because amor means love in another language, right? The old French language. Amor actually means, if you know amor, it means love in French. Okay, that's an interesting input, Brian. Okay, question 7. Movie star was greeted by his blank supporters. There is one word that means enthusiastic. So which of these words actually mean enthusiasm? Right. Which of these words actually mean enthusiasm? Okay. So any idea, right, for question 7? Question 7. Or did everyone leave already? Ardent. Yes, by his enthusiastic, right? Ardent is correct, Brian. Very, very well done. Question 8, right? The collection of antique was arranged in an blank manner to attract the eyes of the public. Arranged, right, in a nice manner. Right, so we only have one option left for this case. The answer will be D. Yes, strawberry shortcake, it is D. Question 9. The girl blank in embarrassment. Blank. Antique is for exhibition. Yes, antique is for exhibition. So the girl, what did the girl do? Flush, amiable, cordial, cherubic. Right. There's only one word that can represent the embarrassment, right? Okay, flushed can mean face turned red. Okay, face turned red. Okay, so the answer is A, face turned red. Yes. The blank baby captured the attention of all the adults in the room. Okay, the baby. Very cute, right? So for question 10, the baby will be cute and chubby. Cheerful, smiley, cute and chubby. D, yes, paying attention, right? You are paying attention. I said cheerful, chubby, it means cherubic baby. Okay? The distinguished guests were given a blank reception to welcome them to our country. Okay, given a something reception. Right. Given this hint, right, there are two ways to do this question. One is by knowing the meanings of the word, and two is by looking at the Since amiable is starts with the letter A, right, it has to be N if it is this case. So we know that the answer is cordial. Okay, so Brian, that is correct. Okay, cordial reception. What does cordial mean then? Right, we know that cordial is actually a type of drink as well, right? Cordial. However, cordial means warm and friendly. Okay, cordial actually means warm and friendly. Okay, warm and friendly. Oops. Warm and friendly. Okay, warm and friendly. So this is what cordial means, right? Warm and friendly. Question 12. Everyone in class likes Jane for her blank nature. Everyone in class likes Jane for her blank nature. That can only be B, right? Amiable nature. He likes Jane for her amiable nature. Okay, moving on to exercise 3. Terry blank. He was full of blank about the new project and could not wait to get started. Okay, Terry. Okay, Terry blank. Okay, strawberry shortcake says D. Could hardly contain his excitement. That is correct. Okay, he was full of blank about the new project and could not wait to get started. Okay, he was full of blank. Right. He was full of questions, right? He had asked a lot of questions. So which word over here tells us that the answer is questions? Full of questions, right? He asking a lot of things because he's so excited to start on this. Right, okay, yes, Brian, that is correct. Full of query. Right, query means questions. Okay, the site of the blank campsite came into view. The lack of any fresh water or proper shelter blank as the exhausted students blank into the campsite. Okay, so the site of the blank campsite came into view. Okay, someone says bustling. Are you sure? Bustling campsite. Can try again because there is still um another suitable answer. I would say a more suitable answer for question number 2, first blank, right? A campsite came into view. Coming into view means that this campsite was already selected and pre-allocated. Nope, designated. Yes, very good catch, Brian. Right, designated is correct. The lack of any fresh water or proper shelter blank as the exhausted students blank into the campsite. Exhausted students, this will tell us the answer for this blank. Right. Any fresh water or proper shelter? Okay, this is a little trickier. For question 2, second blank. Okay, for question 2, right? Proper shelter, right? What can it be? J. Yes, confirmed there was fear. Very good try. Both of you, Strawberry Shortcake and Wangam Brian. Alright, both of you are correct for this question. Okay, last blank. Exhausted students blank into the campsite. So what can they do into the campsite? Right, they have to move, drag their feet, right, move really slowly. So what would this be? Okay, question number 2. Exhausted students blank into the campsite. Okay, so what would answer for question number 2 be? Any idea? Reading all the options over here, what can the students do into the campsite? Okay, yes. Okay, Strawberry Shortcake, very well done. Okay, staggered into the campsite. Okay, staggered. Question 3. Blank for some fresh air. Steve blanked his way through the blank crowd. Okay, so what is this? Blank for some fresh air. Okay, wait, J is also done. So, question number 3. Blank for some fresh air. Right. G, yes, in a bit. That is correct, Brian. Okay, G, in a bit for some fresh air. Steve blanked his way through the blank crowd. Okay, his way, made his way, right? Other than making his way, what can he do to move through the crowd? Okay, what can he do to make way through the crowd? H, amok. Are you sure it's amok? Okay, one more try for question number 3, second blank. Amok is like chaos, right? It's like chaotic, so it's like going haywire. Nice, yes, Brian, that is correct. Very good. Okay, so double checking your answer, right, will actually help you to find out that which questions you have actually made a mistake on. So nudged his way through the blank crowd. So what can we use to describe? Okay, we are describing the word crowd, right? So what type of crowd is it that has to that makes him nudged through the bustling crowd? Yes, Brian, thank you for typing out the whole sentence, right? Bustling crowd is correct. Okay. So, question number 4. The chicken seller had blank released the latch when a chicken came flying out and started running blank. Okay, had blank released the latch. The chicken seller had barely released the latch when a chicken came flying out and started running amok. Yes, that is correct. Okay, very well done putting those two last answers into the correct blank. Yes, K, F, and H is correct. Yes, thank you, Strawberry Shortcake, as well. Right, that is correct. Okay, moving on. This is another combo yet again. Right, so a movie that went wrong. So, how did this movie go wrong, right? So, we have to brainstorm all of this. So, reading the passage, Daddy, did you bring the tickets? I asked for the umpteenth time as exuberance bubbled in me. Okay, so let's highlight the words. My father was bringing my whole family to the movie center to watch the latest blockbuster. When we finally arrived, elation was rushing through me as we groped our way to our seats in the pitch dark cinema. After we settled down with our popcorn, we started munching away while waiting anxiously for the movie to begin. However, our wait was rudely interrupted by a loud blast. Crowds of people started rushing for the exits. Anxiety coursed through my veins as all hell broke loose and panic punctured the air. At once, my father bellowed for the rest of my family members to follow him. As we exited the cinema, it was raining debris. I tried to dodge, but to no avail. A large piece of debris landed on my head. Crimson blood oozed from the cut on my forehead, and I was swamped with a sudden wave of dizziness. Fortunately, my father was right beside me. Without a word, he swooped me up and carried me on his shoulders. A long, fearful run ensued. We managed to flee the building only to see many police officers and army soldiers cordon off the building. They were armed with weapons, bulletproof vests, helmets, and shields. Behind them were some ambulances that had arrived. The number of hysterical people cascading out of the burning inferno was uncountable. Suddenly, there were deafening screams as the building started to splutter debris like a nauseous monster, leaning precariously to the side, threatening to collapse. The crowd gasped in shock when claps of thunder cracked the skies suddenly. As rain fell, truckloads of soldiers arrived and entered the building in a steady stream. Gunshots could be heard in the building. A second explosion rocked the grounds and more gunshots followed. Everything became still for an ominous moment before a third explosion resounded deafeningly. The crowd went berserk, and the atmosphere intensified with doom. More army trucks screeched to a halt. Armed commandos disembarked and invaded the building purposefully. Now, I finally understood the impact of terrorism as its terror of war was unfolding right before my eyes. In a public place, anyone could be killed, even my family. So this combo is actually really dark, right? Talking about how there is actually terrorism in the cinema and the debris just keep falling all over. Right? Wow, Strawberry Shortcake sharing the life. Okay, thank you for sharing it to your friends or your family, right? For them to know and learn some new compo words that you have maybe made use of in your PSLE, right? So over here, umpteen time means many times. So let's just stay at the definition for a while, right? So you can take note of some tips and words that you can use for your composition. Okay, So here, munching away, rudely interrupted by a loud blast. Feel free to ask me any questions if you want to. Okay, so feel free to ask me anything if you would like to. Okay, moving on to the next page. Okay, moving forward. Okay, ominous moment means a gloomy moment, by the way, just in case that you have seen this word twice today and you are still unsure of what ominous means. It's a gloomy moment. Okay, question number 1 for exercise 1. Replace the phrase excitement bubbled in me. Replace this phrase for question number 1. What would it be? Something to replace the word excitement. Something bubbled in me. Okay, J says 1. Yes, exuberance bubbled in me is correct. Okay, exuberance bubbled in me. When we finally arrived, blank was rushing through me as we groped our way to our seats in the pitch dark cinema. Okay, when we finally arrived, blank was rushing through me as we groped our way to our seats in the pitch dark cinema. Something was rushing through me, right? So for question number 2, what is that something that was rushing through me? Question number 2. Okay, Brian is back. Okay, Brian says 1. Yes, elation was rushing through me, right? Elation. Okay, as we groped our way through the seats. Moving on. Hello, Mian Bao. Yes, elation is correct. Okay, question number 3. Anxiety blank my veins. Very easy. Sneaked into my veins. Are you sure? Snaked into my veins. That is actually an interesting description. But yes, coursed through is correct. So for question number 3, we use coursed through my veins. Yes, hello Mian Bao. School has ended already. Or has holiday already started for you? Okay, for question number 4. Crimson blood oozed from the cut on my forehead, and I was blank dizziness. Okay, blank dizziness. So what would this be? Right, question number 4. Crimson blood oozed from the cut on my forehead, and I was blank dizziness. So there's this phrase that we have to fill in for question number 4. Right. Number 3, yes, swam with a sudden wave of dizziness. Okay, very well done. Question 5. After a long, fearful run, we managed to flee the building, only to see many police officers and soldiers blank off the building. This comes in a phrase, okay? So this is actually a phrasal verb. If you were to say, right, for this case, it's actually a phrase. Cordon off. Yes, cordon off is correct. Cordon off, right. We don't use corner off. So for those who are unsure of what cordon off actually means, cordon off means they put up the barrier, right? So they put up this like yellow barricade to cordon off. Then the police tape like do not enter this place. Yeah, do not enter. Why no one else here today? They were here, like we had Strawberry Shortcake, Brian, and Ozil, but I'm not sure why Kira, Zim Zam Zom, all of them, they they were missing. Maybe they're still in school, right? Because the P6s are graduating soon. I think they're graduating this week. Okay, so moving on to question 6. Right, yeah. So the primary schoolers are actually having their school holidays next week. They are starting the school holidays. So this is actually their last week of school, especially for the P6s, right? They are graduating, so no more primary school for them. They are moving on to the new chapter in their lives. Okay. So thank you, Mian Bao, for joining the live and being here to answer all the questions. Right. So, question 6, replace the underlined word. The number of hysterical people running out of the burning inferno was uncountable. Okay, running out. Right. What would running out be replaced with for question number 6? Okay, it's definitely not caressing. Right, caressing means to like, how do I describe caressing? Caress means to be touching gently, right? When you caress your pet, gentle loving touch. Okay, so moving on. Anyone wants to answer question number 6? Okay, question 6. Number 4, cantering. Okay, strawberry shortcake. Are you sure it's cantering? Okay, cantering actually means to move at a canter, right? It means that is to move in a quite fast but a comfortable speed. Okay, cantering is like a comfortable speed. It's not like rushing. They are not really running. They are like quite. Cantering is like just a just nice speed. So it's not really suitable in this case, right? For this question, it's actually quite tricky. So I'll give it to you. The answer is actually cascading. Right. So what does cascade mean, right? What does cascade mean? Cascading actually means to be really fast, right? To move past people in a really quick way. Okay, to rush. Okay, in a sense, to rush. Okay, so that's cascading. Question 7. Suddenly, there were deafening screams as the building started to splutter debris like a nauseous monster. Leaning blank to the side, threatening to collapse. Okay, a bit scary, right? It's already leaning to the side. It's a bit about to collapse. So for question number 7, what would the answer be? For question number 7, what would the answer be? Okay, precariously, 面包, yes. Thank you, 面包, yes. Leaning precariously to the side. That is correct. Definitely not leaning preciously, right? If you know what precious means, it's like, oh, you're a really precious person, right? You're cherishable, right? So precious means something very valuable and something you don't want to lose. Right, and Ozil is back. Okay, question 8. Replace the phrase, the sky thundered suddenly. The sky thundered suddenly. Okay, so this is actually quite challenging as well for question number 8, right? Because there's a lot of ways to describe. Okay, but the answer is thuds of thunder ruffled the sky suddenly. No, not really, Ozil. Okay, let's eliminate this option so you have 3 more tries. Right. 1 or 2? Yes, it is 1 or 2, but which one would it be? Is it cracked the skies or crackled the skies? Okay, it's definitely not exploding the skies, okay? The thunder does not explode the skies. I like claps, so 1. Okay, Mianbao, let's... Okay, I shall just... no comments to that, but okay. Number 1 is correct. Okay? So, claps of thunder cracks the sky suddenly. Why do we say crack the skies? Because the lightning, right? It's like lightning, like they flash through the sky, so it's like cracking the sky. So that's how we used to describe. And it comes with thunder as well, right? So that's how it works. Question number 9. The crowd went berserk and the atmosphere blank. The atmosphere, right? Atmosphere. Question 9. The atmosphere blank. Number 3, insinuated with doom. What does insinuate mean? Right. Insinuates, right? Insinuates is actually hinting that something is quite bad. But okay, insinuate is actually quite a niche answer that is like we would use for this. But for atmosphere, right? Atmosphere. For atmosphere, we try to use another word, right? For question number 9. So it's blank. Oh, it's about to rain. Yes, thank you. Intensified with doom is correct. Well, just as I said this, there's some thundering going on. Right. So, yep. Next question. Moving on, right to the next question. So, what would this be? Now I finally understood the blank of terrorism, as its terror of war was unfolding right before my eyes in a public place. Okay, so understood the blank of terrorism. Right, what is the word we use to describe terrorism with, right? For question number 10. Okay, impact. Yes, Ozil and strawberry shortcake. Impact is correct. Okay, so understood the impact of terrorism as its terror of war was unfolding right before my eyes in a public place. Question number 1 for exercise 2, we have Peter blanked his prize collector game card with his friend's golden card so as to complete his collection. Okay, this is relatively easy, right? Okay, so swept, yes, exchange, right? Swapping. Okay, so answer is B. Next one, he was blank with work when his partner was hospitalized for a month. Okay, so he was flooded, right? For question 2, flooding with work, right? What else can we use to describe with work? Okay, what else can we describe with work? Okay, swamped with work is correct. Okay, swamped. Despite being blank in bandages, the soldier continued to battle on valiantly. Okay, describe being blank with bandages. The soldier continued to battle valiantly. A, are you sure? Yes, it is correct. Okay, swathed in bandages. Okay, question number 4. Melissa was blank off her feet by the warm welcome she received when she returned to the office. Right, so she was swept off her feet. What does this phrase tell us? What does swept off her feet means? Right, swept off my feet. This actually is a common phrase to say it's an idiom, right? Sweeping off her feet. This is actually an idiom. Okay, idiom. To say that you are very suddenly very touched, right? Feeling very welcomed. Okay. Question 5. The fugitive was blank when he ran into a closed alley. Okay, running into a closed alley, right? You have no other place to escape to. So question number 5. This is relatively easy, right? No other place to escape to. Okay, no other place to escape to. Okay, so for this confounded, are you sure, Ozil? Okay, yes, 面包 cornered is correct. Okay, cornered is correct. Not confounded, we will get to that word later on. Right, for question 6, Sandra was blank by her best friend's indifference to her. Sandra, right, Sandra was blank. The indifference. Question number 6. Right, question number 6. Okay. Question 6. If you can be cornered in a corner, can you be allied in an alley? I'm eating 面包 now, actually. Okay. 面包 being allied. That is actually a very good question. However, in an alley, right, being allied is actually it's like having alleys, right? An alley has an end point, and that is the corner of the alley, right? So if you see that an alley is like this, like narrow path, right? So there will definitely be this dead end where there's a wall blocking it, or like there's something else blocking it. So you can't really see there's alley. It is alley, right? Because if it's an open alley with just like other routes to run to, right? After this there are like junctions, right? And then you can run to this direction. That's not really, because this place is still an alley, right? So it's not really allied in an alley, but you can be cornered in an alley if there's a roadblock over here. Okay, question number 6. Sandra was confounded. Yes, so what does confounded mean then? Right, now that we come to the word confounded, it's actually to express anger or annoyance, right? Angry or annoyed. Angry or annoyed. Okay, angry or annoyed is correct. Okay, so for this case, angry or annoyed, that is the definition for confounded. Okay, next. Right, the fireman blank off the area. This is relatively easy because we just talked about this, right? It comes in a phrase that we usually will see cordon with the word off. So it is cordoned off. He cordoned off the area. Okay, question number 8. The murderer was blanked for the brutality of his crime. Okay, brought to justice, right? Bring to justice, there is only one word that we can use to describe, which is condemned. Yes, the murderer was condemned. Next, question 9. The lack of reform by the government blanked the citizens to riots. This word has the same meaning as caused. Okay, it has the same meaning as caused the citizens to riot. So for question number 9, what would the answer be? A. Incited. That is correct. Okay, incited the citizens to riot. A is correct. Question 10. Okay, question 10. Right, the pain blank with every passing second. Intensified. Yes, intensified is correct because it grew more and more extreme, right? Caused more pain, so it intensified. The tsunami inflicted mass destruction. Yes, inflicted. Okay, Jack was gravely insulted when Ken insinuated that he had stolen the money. Right, that is correct as well. So, yep. So question 12 is C. I believe strawberry shortcake, that's a typo. Okay. Is there a synthesis and transformation coming up soon? Not really. Okay, so for upcoming, right, we actually have a lot of live sessions lined up. If you can see from our schedule on our main TikTok page, right, we are actually going to have live sessions on telling you on how PSLE English is different from secondary English, and also live sessions on how to choose the correct secondary school with the proper train of thoughts, right? Choosing secondary school talk. So remember to tune into those. But for the next lives that I'll be doing, right, mostly will still be on vocabulary and composition for now. Okay? No. Ozil says no. Full stop. Why no? No for what? Strawberry shortcake. 面包 are you P6? No, 面包 is not P6. 面包 is a mysterious person. Okay, so for this case, question number 1. Upon docking at the harbor, the tourists blanked the liner in a blank. Docking at the harbor. What is at the harbor? Boats. Okay, let me draw a boat. Okay, if this looks like a boat. Alright, I hope it does. Okay, docking at the harbor. Right. Blank. The tourists blank the liner. Mian is just a brain. What do you mean? That looks like a shoe. Really? Okay, means that I need to improve on my artistic skills. Disembarked. Disembarked for question number 1. Yes, okay, that is correct. Disembarked the liner in a what? J and steady stream. Yes, KH. Strawberry shortcake is also just a cake. Okay. Question 2. The lesson was blank by the sudden appearance of a rat. Okay. So what was the lesson? What made disruption to the lesson, right? C. Yes, rudely interrupted by the appearance of a rat. So you can imagine, right, if a rat appears in your classroom, the lesson will definitely be disrupted. Okay, blank as the students screamed at their heads off. Sorry, screamed their heads off. Okay. Ozil, not the rat emoji. Okay. It's reminding me of the chef rat, the ratatouille. Blank as the blank students screamed their heads off. Hey, yes, all hell broke loose. That is correct. As the blank students. Hey, something that describes the students. Yes. Very well done, Ozil. F is correct. Next question. Sam blanked his way in the dark for another escape route. Right, he was actually like trying to find his way in the dark for another escape route, right? So what would that word, what would the verb be? G, splutter. Not really, because it has to be in past tense. Groped, yes. 面包 is correct. He groped his way in the dark. He, failing to find any, he tried to handle the door for the blank, hoping that it would miraculously open. For the don't know how many times, right? So for that case, the answer is umpteen time. Yes, KA is correct. Question 4. I could not believe that the scene that was blank. There was a blank of gunfire, then a deafening explosion. I could not believe the scene that was right. Yes, unfolding right before my eyes. There was a blank of gunfire. There was a blank of gunfire. It was like everywhere, right? Then a deafening explosion. So for question 4, second blank, there was a splutter of gunfire. G, yes. And then E, everywhere was raining debris. Right, raining debris. G, then E. That is correct. So that is all for our live today. Right, thank you all for joining our live today, especially for Strawberry Shortcake Ozil and Mian Bao. Thank you for answering all the questions together. I hoped this would be something that can help you in a way to like refresh some of the memories, even though it's post PSLE for you, especially Strawberry Shortcake. Right, and for Ozil, right, see you soon. Okay, thank you all for joining our live. Bye. Right, we'll still be having our live sessions daily, so do remember to tune in and watch. Okay, see you. Bye. Okay, so nice to see you back, Strawberry Shortcake. Right, it's been really long since you joined our live. Okay, thank you for liking the live, Ozil. Bye.